our builders on the side of Shopify Rebellion. But Crash Aroni, as far as your predictions here for game 1, what do you got, my friend?
I think we might just see Shopify run them down. They certainly have the draft for it. Whether or not they actually do, that's yet to be seen, but yeah, I am a little, just a teensy bit worried for Apex, especially after, you know, what you said a little bit earlier on about the previous matchups. But hey, new teams, new times, and these teams have surely been scrimming. Like we talked about already with Shopify during last series. They haven't played in a few months. They have to have been scrimming. There's no way they're not. And I see all these aggressive moves from Shopify, but we also see a very late smoke from Apex here. And
late smoke's the move.
Yeah, they all were huddling around mid, and I was questioning it for a moment. But now that smoke has popped out, it's gonna let them continue to be defensive and still take like a sort of aggressive stance.
Oh, RCY, the young Sumail, maybe got that observer spotted out with Shopify on the high ground. Medusa looks to be kind of safe, but Crash, I have had a hell of a caster curse run today.
You have.
Alright, the runes go 2 for 2. And we will see the Pause 5 Zeus being played here. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of shenanigans in the bottom lane. Shopify going to block the creep wave so that their own creep wave would arrive under the tower. If it does not go unblocked, the Visage there.
No, Yamson knows.
Yeah. Nice. Now we're going to see a battle of the Metapods. Speed. Truly speedy. 3-3. 0 move speed on this Pugna. Gets a little blast, but it takes a ton of damage.
Is this Arsonist Bat again? It is. So this, once again, just leads me under the line that Shopify just want to get this done 20 minutes, you know, done and dusted.
35% building damage to structures.
Pretty good. It does. It's not crazy, but it's something. It helps. Especially when you don't have, you know, other than Alk, the craziest tower hit. I guess Visage. Actually, what am I talking about? There's literally a Visage in the game. Never mind. Brain fart.
Hey, you're not getting anything from the Zeus, though. So
no, no, heavens no. The Zeus, the Ember even as well. These are very much sit in the back line and poke heroes.
So when are we going to see Helm of the Dominator on the bat? Get the Skeleton Summoner, then you really get to business.
Good, yeah.
Right? Starbreaker coming through, does not land the stun, and now the Unstable Concoction lands on Fade. Will retreat under the tier 1 tower. Bloodied, but not dead yet. Fade getting some nice CS here. Even challenged by Tomato's Alk.
Fade's really just hoping for this level 2 to come around, and now that it is here, Bignum has it as well. I think this Alk can die. The Zeus should die as well, if they can bait out the Heavenly Jump.
Yeah. Good enough mana for like 2 or 3 rounds of spells, I think, here. And we're going to see it prove almost fatal. Starbreaker does land. First Blood does go to Tomato. You cannot stand in this Acid Spray for much longer, Fade.
Fade's dead too.
No, the Heavenly Jump forward. Scam playing super aggro. Fade uses the salve, puts his dancing shoes on, is in the trees, but Tomato not going to step back into the fire. Get the Starbreaker onto the Zeus, but you will fall. Okay, tag team available on Big Num, holding the shards. Doesn't want to stick around in the Acid Spray too much. And man, this Tusk just came back to lane. He's already half health and bottom.
I know.
Side of the map, the Lotus, always a matter of contention here. And Speed stepping up to bat. Gets the first click on it, and the Lotus goes to the Pugna. Beautiful win for this Medusa here.
Medusa, it's so important to
get
get
put
it.
your life on the line.
Yeah. It's so important to get that Lotus. Even if you die for it in the Medusa lane, it's incredibly valuable. And look, before we lose the plot too much, I want to talk about what happened top, just for a brief second. I do want to point a finger at Fade specifically because that was all Fade's fault for not committing to that fight, that go. Under the tag team, Fade decided to walk away for half a second instead of committing for the Starbreaker, and that was the game changer, that fight. Yamato doesn't die, Skem lives through it all, and both Fade and the Tusk go down as well. It's just... It's bad. It's just straight up bad, and that you cannot let that get to you, though. Right? That sort of miscommunication, it happens. Brush it under the bridge and go again, because you saw that this Alk is killable. You just need to be together right now.
Yeah. If you're in line, stay in line.
Yes.
Yeah. You get a little hungry. You're like, I want to leave. Nah, just keep on clicking, my friend. Especially with tag team up.
Yes.
Too strong.
It's weird because like Tusk is a ganker, and Dawn can very much solo lane. So it feels a little weird to just sort of sit stagnant in lane. But when you have this kill potential, you should be at least trying. Tusk will go down bottom instead, and this is certainly a kill that they can get. Actually, no, he's... No, he is. Okay. No,
he's just tricking you.
He sees the ward. He sees the ward. That's
no, the deny. Okay, so Skem puts that ward there, obviously, to prevent any rotations through the Twin Gate. But with that kill, they're really going to be on high alert, watching for that Pugna to come through to the top side of the map.
That was an accidental D-ward, at least in my opinion. That sentry was there to block the camp, so no stacks for the Alchemist, but... whatever works, works.
Top side of the map, seeing some action here. Tag team's using the snowball, will make Tomato not stun himself. He gets the concoction off, Pugna dying on the bottom side of the map, but man, the brawls are just happening all of a sudden. And Fade will just go back to last hitting. Visage kind of low down here, but really no threat. Yamson farming away on this easy camp. Gets a little bit of a pull going. Looks like the camp was stacked, so we'll hold the wave in place. Medusa sitting at 21 and 5, ahead of the Alchemist, just barely.
Yep. Does it matter too much because he's an Alchemist? No, not really, but... If you can keep this up, if this starts reflecting the net worth, then all of a sudden, we're in some trouble. Well, not we. We're fine.
All right.
Shopify
rune movements. Crash coming out. The Remnant's down. Yopaj bottles the haste.
Yeah. That was so fast. The haste rune barely even showed up.
Yeah, Yopaj knows that this is where his mettle really starts to get tested here in the second round of play today. And he is, he's... coming to play. No sluggishness in his step.
Can't afford to. You definitely can't afford to against Apex either.
Now you go down game 1 to Apex, and there's blood in the water.
Your
blood in the water,
destroyed.
and mental, doubt in your mental. Let's see a nice snowball coming here from Big Num with the shards to match. Oh, the Gorgon's grasp holds down Visage, and Speed gets the kill. Beggars can't be choosers. Apex just happy to get one on the board. Though the aggression from Yopaj gonna threaten the Wisdom Rune. And Yopaj, he's going crazy. He's not in the mid lane where you'd expect him to be. Puts the Remnant forward. Fade does snatch it and gets out back to the mid lane. So RC White gets a little bit of breathing room there with that play. Level 7 on the Pangolier. And Hellscream able to grab Shopify's Wisdom.
Did he just get chains level 7? Why didn't Yopaj just chains the Dawn and then walk around like...
That's a
he
great
just
question.
hit 7, so the only thing I could see is that he didn't have chains leveled there. But I unfortunately had not clicked on Yopaj, so I am little bit dumb, but that's okay. Either way, good snatch from Fade. Hits level 6, which means it is go time wherever for this Dawn.
Oh yeah. Maybe you wait till level 6 on the Medusa, but she's got 2 buddies side by side. So Yamson with a nice block, getting the catapult out of the tower range. And we're going to see duo effort. RCY making the rotation early for the Dawnbreaker, even has to ult. Visage getting pretty low. The blast will seal the deal. Speed claiming these kills 2-1 and 0 here. And RCY does find a stack, scouts it out. He does TP home though. Got to imagine his comrades here on the bottom side of the map will be able to push this tier 1 undisturbed, probably, especially after that fight.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with Dawnbreaker backing them up. Not like literally right there, but always the threat of Solar Guardian.
Right. It's like, I'll cheer you on from over here, guys. Great
Yes.
job. Presses R.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, RCY in danger under his tower. Big Num has TP'd in. We do see the first Solar Guardian come out. Snowball is used. The Ember Spear is stunned. The Starbreaker disjointed with the Sleight of Fist. And now Yopaj, trying to get to the high ground, is able to Remnant away. Yopaj does lose his Courier. Making himself a Null Talisman. Yeah, I know, man. Oh, and RCY getting the business under his own tower. The Soul Assumption screams, and they've already got 5 more stacks on the Visage, but this Batrider will die first. And Yopaj back in, teleported home, remnanted back, full health, full, well, not full mana, but a full bottle. And the tower relatively healthy. But this Yamson, Mr. Old Chicken, loving this game. 59 and 14. He's behind the Alchemist, a healthy amount. But these cores are getting a lot of space here with all this action on the mid side of the map.
Medusa's certainly a hero that with time can overtake the Alchemist. You just need a little bit. Right points into split shot, the Manta style. That's when you can really start going for it.
Crash, we see another Soul Ring. Aren't you happy?
I am. People stopped building Soul Ring on Dawn for a really long time, and I thought it was really, really dumb. Because the only thing that stops that hero is mana. I love it. I'm glad people are building it again. I thought I was crazy for the longest time, but I'm glad to know there's at least some level of sanity left in me.
In the Break of Dawn, the Dawnbreaker Innate coming out as it transitions from night to day gives Apex a nice read on the map. And they find the Alchemist. Pops the Chemical Rage. Gets that region going a little bit early. And we're seeing Tomato here. Phase Boots Wand, Soul Ring, and then going straight for that Radiance.
He's getting pretty damn close to it too. It won't be that 10-minute Radiance that we saw earlier, but still going to be a good time.
Yeah. What's the counterpart here on Medusa? Like, would you say Manta is probably the equivalent for a Medusa? No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
the Yasha finish.
Really starts. Even the Yasha is good enough. Like for your hero farming speed is really good. But Manta's strong because you can just push out illusions, right? That's where that comes in handy.
I think it was recently nerfed, like the duration of the illusion was nerfed recently, and we see Fade is the target of Shopify here. Concoction does land, Celestial Hammer is thrown, but the Convergence not going to help you out. It comes all the way back to your model. But a relatively large rotation for not much. Apex get a lot of information out of that missed gank attempt.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
We are going to see some tower pressure, though. The faster you can take this tower from the Alchemist, the better it's going to feel for you.
Yeah, great twin gate from Yamson. You've got the defuse on RCY. Could be a formative moment for the Apex Genesis roster here, pushing deeper into Shopify's side of the map. Oh, now there's a little bit of action happening mid lane too. As that tower goes down, they went on speed, but he was able to life drain himself up to full health. And RCY TPs to defend his Pugna. Says, get off, little bro. Forces the Ember away.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about Pugna this game is without birds, there aren't really too many great stuns on Mathrasu bottom.
We're seeing these stuns come out twofold here. Threefold if you count the Gorgon's Grasp.
Yeah.
Great rotation from Apex. Make it some magic on the map.
But yeah, there's nothing to cancel life drain, right? Like birds, concoction, lasso. That's where like Zeus is going to be like sort of big daddy there with the lightning bolts. That's going to be your life drain counter. Is you don't have to kill the Pugna, just stop them from life draining people. That's
Crash. They're gonna kill the Pugna. They're gonna kill him, and they're gonna find the stacks too. He gets the Nether Ward down, so there could be lasting impact. Though the Zeus is trying to kill him, kill the Nether Ward. Speed gets a little bit of life drain off. Has a 21 charge on the Snowball in on Yopaj, and the fight is broken out. RCY with the Thunderbolt will roll away. Thundergod's Wrath comes out, and Yopaj has to remnant away. Hell's Scream gets to the low ground, and now Big Bad Yamato with that Radiance has arrived. Wants to take the stacks and take the lives of the Radiant team. Fade is nearby. kind of posturing here. Wants to discourage this Alchemist. But Alchemist, oh no, you got a 20 charge wand. Do you use it or do you hold it? He still has it. Crash, he's playing with my heart here. Speed coming through with the life drain drops. Okay. Nice. Gets a little bit of min-max on that regen. But Crash, the stacks are gone. D'Amato catapulting ahead. About 2k ahead of the Medusa now. Shopify starting to put the pressure on. And a tower.
So, we have an answer to our question about what Dawn is going to build and what Dawn likes to build.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I think it's really good into Ember. It's great into the supports as well. It's going to be a good way to kill Visage eventually as well when you get that stone form on the hero itself. It'll be a nice way of just blowing them up. Bloodthorn's a great item as well, and the Dawn as the game goes later. You'll get decent enough attack speed for it to be valuable. Yeah, I think it's a really good Orchid game. You just got to get it in a timely manner.
Yeah. Visage really not going to build a Dispel. Probably not going to see a set of Greaves or like a Lotus at all. But man, that D'Amato Alchemist is farming up a storm. Takes like a double and a triple in the triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, Yamson, I don't think you know what danger lies afoot. Sitting at half mana. Decently, like a full charge on the wand, but man, I'm scared for him.
He had the Manta and speed backing him up, and you know the Pugna Medusa combo is a lot stronger than Pugna any other hero combo because of like the damage mitigation from mana, right? It's just more value for
more
the
efficient.
Health. Yeah, exactly. It's more efficient for the health that you quote unquote health, the mana that you give.
Right. Yeah, the ratio, the return, the return is much higher.
Yes.
Though Yamson playing under a ward, we do see Fade get popped. Wait, no, he pops Batrider. Forgive me.
He does.
Yeah.
But bottom lane,
got some
Yamson.
pep in there, Stepra, and Yamson in the bottom lane getting stunned up by the birds. Disjoints the Soul Assumption. God, look at how much mana that went through, bro.
I know.
Already.
You're definitely in a position where you need your stuns to be around you now. You need this Ember quite bad.
Rune spawns top. RCY gets it as Yopaj remnants back to the region rune. And the debate has been completed. I finally get that Ember Spirit. Now it's sitting at a pretty 0-1-0. I feel like Yopaj has been around more fights than none of the kills. Hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It feels like it, yeah.
I feel like I'm being gaslit here.
Right?
By the
a
numbers,
lot of the
but
times, like, deaths just didn't happen from either of these two teams, right? Think about that Ancient engagement. Nothing happened, right? Ancients were taken, which was great for Shopify, but that's it.
Speaking of great for Shopify, Crash, Tomato's got a full Manta finished on the Alchemist. So
yeah, I hope that this is something enough to make Shopify want to group up and fight.
Yeah, I think fighting before the Eye of Scotty completion on the Medusa would be nice. We do see towers starting to fall with the drums on the Visage, certainly beefing up your push, and now picked up the Vanguard. So we will see the Crimson Guard built up. Always a tool, great to mitigate the threat from Medusa, split shot specifically.
Yeah, Visage is one of those heroes that has like a decent health pool. Like, it's not too bad for being a universal hero. Like 2.4 strength gain.
Oh yeah.
Cool. You know, that Crimson Guard is going to actually scale pretty well as the game goes later.
I mean, especially with the patented 6-heart Visage build.
The Malibu Jesus special. Right.
Yeah.
That, yes.
For those of you that don't know how to micro, does he have? Are those? They look like baby Roshan familiars on the Visage almost.
They are a little creepy looking.
Yeah, all right, we see the first big lasso reveal coming out, and where'd the Pango go? He's just gone. A nice snowball with a roll onto Amaterasu. Visage will be brought down eventually. D'Amato looking for his next target. Netherward doing a lot of work here, but it's not enough to save the Tusk, and the concoction has landed. Shopify are finally letting it rip on Apex Genesis as 4 perish. Medusa just saw the writing on the wall and had to get out early.
Yeah, we saw Yamato for a very brief amount of time start hitting the Medusa, and then went, this isn't getting me anywhere. I'm gonna hit literally anyone else. And that is going to be kind of the game plan for Shopify right now. Medusa's very weak. Medusa does not really hurt right now. Even when Scotty comes around, these fights are going to have to be very, very long for Apex. To the point in which I don't know if Shopify really care. They're okay with elongated fights as well. Apex sort of have to bait things out and then re-engage. But you've got a Dawnbreaker, so you need to perfectly communicate that we are poking, hoping to bait out abilities and not wanting to go in.
Right. And Crash, RCY is so squishy at this point in the game. He's only got 1,200 health.
Medusa has almost as much HP. Oh boy.
No, my god, no way. Okay, that deep observer word from Hellscream on the low ground there is going to be so
I'm stealing
powerful.
that.
Yeah,
I'm stealing that. That is so cool.
Just out of range of the high ground sentry that you would normally place. Yeah, great scouting from Rebellion there. And they capitalize on it. They don't get the Pangolier, so a little sigh of relief if you're an Apex Genesis fan. But this guy, he needs more HP. I don't know if you want to get treads and leave it on strength, but finishing up this Alchemist is going to be very important as Fade falls to the trio. Top side of the map, Blinked Dagger reveal perhaps on Alchemist, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to smoke, the aggression will continue.
They need to get Yamson ready. Because look what's coming.
Oh, the scouting Thunder God's Wrath, and Pugna, the first target. Now you can get the Medusa without having to worry about the heal coming out. Yamson does get a little bit of a snowball save on top of the Stone Gaze, and they're buying time here. But your Tusk is dead, and Yopaj has finally arrived. We'll be able to get the vision for that unstable concoction, and now Shopify gonna take your Tormentor.
That is 4 dead, 2 fights in a row, and this time you lose the Medusa.
Yeah.
That was such a cool... Actually, you might lose RCY bottom too if he's not careful. He does have the Rolling Thunder, so he should be... Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Just annoying, pesky little birdies.
Oh, yeah. He's got roll up with the Shard, bought that pretty early. Pretty value.
That's why he's so squishy. He doesn't have like that point booster or the Ogre Axe or anything to sort of buff up his HP. Instead, he went for Shard, and now he's going for the Blade of Alacrity as well, just maximizing his damage instead.
Yeah, I mean, this is somewhat of a low damage draft until your Medusa comes online. But man, if Shopify are able to find their target every time like that, kill that Pangolier right off rip, I don't think Apex have a way out of this one.
They have great ways of doing it too. They have birds, they have bat, they have ember, they have Zeus, for Christ's sake. Is so much vision granted. The Yamato can just blink in all willy-nilly. Ember Spirit's going to initiate all willy-nilly as well. It's a very willy-nilly draft from Shopify, all things considering.
I think you just wanted to say willy-nilly again.
I wanted to say willy-nilly as many times as I could possibly say willy-nilly.
All right, RCY leading them into a trap, perhaps. Yopaj finds more targets. No, the lasso again. Solar Guardian will not be enough to save the Pangolier as he falls dead for 48, and now Fade will most likely be next. Speed getting a nice life drain out, but the Soul Assumption is already recharged fully. And Umaga is getting rich off of these Soul Assumption kills. The death toll is adding up.
Hey, at least only 3 died instead of 4. That's pretty cool.
Bit of an improvement.
Yeah.
Also, RCY, he bought his Blink Dagger Crash instead of buying the HP components of his Ags. Doesn't pay off.
No. That's going to require you to be faster than a Radiance Alchemist.
Good luck.
You have to then, at that point, right, just hit a tick interval. That's not even like skill-based, I can be fast, like blink faster than he can respond. It's just, you have to get lucky with Radiance ticks. And that's not what you want to play into. At this point, I'd build a damn Force Staff, because at least it gives you HP.
Yeah, can you double tap faster, or will your mouse be in the right place? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Shopify looking to take this tier 2 tower, but perhaps a fight first. Root onto multiple targets with the Thunder God's Wrath, scouting out the distance, and now a nice life drain from Speed, doing a lot to save him, but it's not enough. The Tusk will fall. Mana getting low on Yamson, a buyback on the Tusk. As they get one kill, the Bat Rider has fallen. No lasso this time. RCY finally getting off a good roll. Gets to the low ground with the swashbuckle, and now this Visage is trapped, so not as opportune as you'd like. Big Wand on Speed gets under the safety of his own tier 2 tower, though this might be a dieback here on the Tusk. Another life drain, buying him more time, preventing the dieback, and now a snowball save, but the unstable concoction does land. We'll get the stun into the Solar Guardian, coming in, buying more time for Apex Genesis, but it's not enough. They lose the Tusk, they lose the Pugna, and now they're going to lose their Medusa. Don't even get a bird off of that.
I actually think putting Visage on top of that high ground, I don't know how Amaterasu ended up there, whether it be a Force Staff or the Rolling Thunder bumped him up there. That was the worst possible place for Visage to be. Constant just turret battery, not the ability,
right?
The soul assumption, but like literally assault. Yeah, that was devastating. Because at that point, you can also just sit there and micro your birds. Your hero's not going anywhere. This is easy streets.
Oh, and RCY might not be going anywhere here on the top side of the map. Hellscream has found him, though. Self-stun on Tomato. Orchid coming out from Fade. The Bat Rider really just kind of toying with his food. The arrival of Yopaj might herald in the death of RCY. We see a swashbuckle to the tree line. But Hellscream, he's got his bead trained on that Pangolier.
Well, Fade.
Yeah. It's a slow bleed for Apex, but they are bleeding out. Oh my god, we talked about Roshan shenanigans earlier. And we see him again, the Shard preventing the stun.
Nice.
And Fade never defeated. Fights till the very end, and he falls to Roshan. And now Yamson found 2 in the middle of the map. Yopaj just walks away. You know, you're only going to get rooted once. And likely going to be the first Roshan of the game, going the way of Shopify Rebellion. And a great look at the graph here. It's showing just how far out of favor Apex have fallen. 76 win percent probability in favor of Shopify. 13 levels. This is going to be quite the challenge for Apex.
Yeah, I think this game just honestly comes down to Alk was ready before Medusa. And I don't know about this Scotty either. Like I said, these fights are already going to have to be very long for your Medusa to find value. But now with the Scotty, it means you're losing a lot of your damage, right? And I honestly think Butterfly might like elongate these fights more than just a raw Scotty will.
Dire are scanning.
I agree with you. We do see the Ags queued up next, though, Crash. I don't think we can anticipate the arrival of a Butterfly anytime soon.
I think that's okay. I would like to then see Fade go for the Aghanim Scepter, but they feel like they need to be this sort of frontline, damage dealer. But if you take a look at Shopify, they have Yules on the Ember, they have Crimson Bongo Boots on the Visage, Force Staff on Bat. Like, they have so many ways of getting out of these things.
Yamson getting charged at by Tomato. Under the tier 2 tower. Alchemist not afraid in the least. Yamson holding on for dear life, though, and this Alchemist is just simply not losing health. The Rolling Thunder from RCY, but he's already way too low to stay in this fight. They're gonna have to use the Stone Gaze to get out. Fade dies, and the fight is just simply breaking down for Apex. A nice Walrus Punch keeps Tomato under the tower here, and buys a little bit of time for Speed to get away.
I thought Fade was solar guarding onto the Medusa and then misclicked. I didn't even realize there was a fight happening to the north as well. Fade once again dies. This Dawn has had no game impact this game. There have been some good Solar Guardians, great, but I have felt no impact outside of that.
No, certainly not. Usually you'd expect your Dawnbreaker to play on the other side of the map, but maybe they just...
You can't.
No.
You can't this game. Bat, Ember, Alk, these heroes that can just jump you from fog and kill you from fog because they have an overwhelming amount of damage. There's nothing you can. There's no like split potential for you.
Right. All right. Bear here's placed on this Alchemist, just pumping damage into the tower. Fortification is used, and we will see it fall here after the fortification expires. You do have a full fighting 5 on the side of Apex, but no Solar Guardian for 15. Yopaj pushing forward, making room, scouting with the Shivas. The 28-minute Shivas Maelstrom Mules, by the way.
What the hell is RCY and Bignum doing? Are they?
They're getting their money up. They're getting their Wisdom Rune. They're getting
There's nothing there.
No.
And why does it take 2 of them to get the Wisdom?
Maybe they just think they have enough damage for the kill. They're gonna keep this pushed
so
out.
Weird.
Yeah, you know, Crash, when you're losing like this, maybe you gotta make a move. You gotta be a little unpredictable.
I guess.
All right. The Chemical Rage steroids have been activated, and they find Fade on the back line. A beautiful lasso from Hellscream with the Force Staff and Blink Dagger will be enough to get the kill. Do smoke on the side of Apex. You know, life is on the line here of this mid lane. Gonna go down. They have another fortification, but you don't want to pop it. I hear a Walrus Punch off on the side. They are trying to isolate somebody here on the side of Apex, but it's not gonna be enough. Tusk will fall. Shopify claim the mid racks and move on to the 3rd and final. Apex holding. RCY pump faking the Rolling Thunder. Ember TP's out, has the Spirit, comes back in, and now RCY letting it rip here. The Thunderbolt going through the dire draft. Yamato likely to fall here. Aegis has been consumed. Respawning. Don't have enough juice to keep this fight going, though. All right.
This Medusa build is whack.
Yeah, we see Decrepify finally come out against the Ember, the Alchemist, but it's not enough. Yopaj buying space, and now the Unstable Concoction, not even needed, shredded. Oh, Bugna put into the graveyard, trying to do another skeleton himself, and a big Solar Guardian coming out onto 2, but the Snowball not really going to do enough here. 4 dead, GG is called. Back to the drawing board for Apex Genesis.
That was... it just feels like an outdraft from Shopify at like almost all angles. I don't think this Zeus really mattered. As crazy as it could be. I hope so.
Game 2. And I mean, you know, if they lose, if Apex lose, they are cast down to the lower brackets where Concilium may get a rematch.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, keep in mind this is upper bracket. This is, you know, still an area in which you can sort of try things. I mean, you're probably not, but, you know, maybe this is where you throw out the jug, which Apex did do, and sort of test the waters a little bit. Yeah. But not against Shopify. Heavens no.
No. Yeah, Jug and Morph, not really great.
This is where Apex go for level 1 Roche. No, they're gonna smoke and gate.
Alright, you know,
no level 1 Roche. Sucks.
If nothing else, the team, they're playing together. They're unified under one vision here. Look at the cohesion.
Didn't you see me waving?
This is the cohesion they were lacking in lane with Fade and Bignum.
Yeah, the ping's coming out right away, man. Do Spotify have a read on this? Spotify, Shopify, God. The curse, bro. Okay,
I didn't even know if you did it up there. You can't tell.
Right? It's just so natural.
Yeah.
Oh, Frost.
Oh, Speed.
Frost going on a 2, and Speed's gonna get got. Yopaj with his 3rd first blood of the day.
That was a big misplay. That was really just wholeheartedly bad. You can't let that happen. Like, Bounty Rune is spawning. You don't see anyone on the map. Why would you just walk towards them? Like, I'm pretty sure you even saw a hero on your ward that you had placed down earlier. Like, there was no reason to be doing that.
We'll never know, Crash. We'll never know. Lapse in judgment. Maybe comms are cluttered. It's getting a little confusion. We'll have to wait for the post-game interview.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
No. Alchemist already eating some crow here in the top lane. Half health, a fair amount of regen with the full wand. Good early purchase against this lane. Bottom side of the map, pretty explosive dynamic here. Both for
I think
Radiant
so,
and
too.
Dire.
Yeah. Yeah, these axes are going to stack up. And with throwing shade on Bignum as well, Willow, not too bad damage-wise.
No. And I mean, 1 point, 120 damage on Shadow Realm. 2 points, you're doing up to 200.
Yeah.
I think that's been like kind of the go-to build here. 1 in Bramble, 2 in Shadow Realm. But enough of that. Top side of the map there, looking to run down Yamson. Blood Grenade comes out, the Soul Assumption to follow. Going for the deny, does not get it. Hellscream gets the kill. Inspirational.
Well done by
but, fall
Speed.
short.
Well done by Speed with the decrep level 2 as well. I know we see some Pugnas not do this and just get Siphoning Ward, like just get the Nether Ward blindly. But that's the only way you save your Alc there, right? Is with that decrep. The extra movement speed, the extra, well, the stopping of physical damage. But it was not enough there, just barely.
Right.
But this is the lane for Yamson. This is the hell that he has walked into.
Oh, Bounty Hunter so strong these days. Feels brutal, but Tomato getting gone on the Bramble Maze is out. Looking for the big proc, but it's only 120 damage. It's full strength morph up to over 1,000 health, and now he's going to go back down to Agi. He just tangos in peace.
This is what I mean about the carries just listening to music in their own little world, right? You strength shift to 2 HP, you eat a tango, and you're like, la 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 la.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yamson's crying himself to sleep up top.
Yeah, he certainly is, and those tears will be met by death. Hellscream on a bit of a tear here. He did lose his courier, but ultimately, yeah, I know, right? Wow, I guess I'll just get another kill on your Alchemist.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. And Yamson, he's going to just sit. There we go. Okay, he's moving. He was sitting in base for like 10 seconds. Very weird.
Pondering his life choices. The silence coming out onto RCY. Gets the roll into the puck. But the right clicks adding up. The orb will hit. Gets a little bit of regen here. And John to the orb. The boulder smash on the statue. Doing a little return damage onto the puck. Has a fairy fire and an 8 wand charge. Gets even more regen. And they're challenging for the bounty rune. RCY knows that he has to get it. And he's TPing back to the mid-tier 1 tower. Doesn't want to miss any farm. And he knows there's a huge wave under tower. He's got to get in. He's got to clear it out immediately. Sorry, I'm talking off camera here about this matchup. The fight's still going on. Momo, you're a saint. Thank you for dealing with me, my friend. Oh, I'm amazed that RCY is still alive. Crash. I don't know
that is just good play from RCY.
But enough about RCY. We've waxed poetic far too long. The real action, the real bloodbath is up here in the top lane. What is our Yamson at? He's 0-2, 13-2 in the last hits denies.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring up the last hits, but it's not looking good. Dude, where is your sentry in lane? Speed, buy a damn sentry. It better be coming out on the courier right now. I'm gonna lose it. It is.
Okay, good. But Bounty Hunter's got one in his bags already. Just waiting.
Yeah. He's gonna use it to unblock the camp too, right? Like he's not even gonna put it in lane. Speed.
Yeah. Pain. We do see Skim come through the twin gate, so he's waiting in the woods. TP coming out from Bignum on the Dark Willow, but will they find him?
They're just gonna run the CM courier through the lane. if they didn't know that Skim was here before, they definitely know now.
Yeah, and Skem gets a really nice deep observer there, and if it's just above that easy camp there by the twin gate. But if you remember back to game 1, Skem had a similar ward just shy of the tower that was found. So varying it up between game to game. Good play. Visage. Not going to make it out of this one. Finally, some revenge for Apex. Would be very sweet if they could get this bounty hunter, but 370 move speed, I do not think there's any way you're catching him. Fight for the power rune. Spawning, it spawns top. And the coil coming out onto RCY, but a return fire with the magnetize, a double remnant down, prolonging its duration. Hellscream does claim the region, and that's going to give him enough confidence to dive under the tower, going after the Dark Willow. And of course, your arriving mid helps out a lot, but the damage almost brings down the puck, forcing it to be back to base.
There was a moment there where that was kind of scary.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know a little bit unexpected there, probably from Yopaj. Just puckers up a little bit, tightens up, and Fade! The 1v1 solo kill. Doesn't even have Roar yet.
No. That
Goes
was
for the inner beast? No points in pets at all. Knows that he's against the CM. Says, you know what, screw that. I'm just gonna get my attack speed up.
Yeah, just start trading blows.
That's so funny.
And
dude.
okay, both of the Wizzies are gonna go towards Apex.
Apex reaching a zenith here. 7 minutes in. Can speed get out? The answer.
Ooh. Oh, decrep in 1 second. Maybe you can do something there, but probably not. CM was out of mana. Maybe, actually.
Yeah, and Apex leading by 3 levels here.
Radiant's top tower is under
7 minutes
attack.
into game 2. I know you might not feel like it, but bottom side of the map, they're going on to the Morphling. Primal Roar used Yamson, came through the Twin Gate, and that's a great kill, keeping Tomato off the map. 2 deaths in a row for this Morphling.
Yeah, that's 40 seconds. No TP, so the old walk of shame, wherever Tomato wants to go, he's going to have to do the slow walk.
Waka waka hey hey. This time for Apex Jin.
I hope
Shakira
so.
fans in the audience.
There better be. There better be.
Whoa, okay. You're gonna let her rip. I see. You're like,
Yeah.
get up. All right, but Illusion Rune is secured for young Yopaj on the puck. Crash, I would like to draw a little bit of attention to the build of the Beastmaster. We don't need to go see what he's doing by any means, but you notice he's gone treads, he's going straight ags, so that with the inner beast really just wants to get those drums pounded.
I would like to see at least 1 point into the little buddies. If you're going to go for Ags, you kind of need them at some point to make sure that Ags hits even harder. But hey, until then, you know, it's still good.
There are no diminishing returns in points for the inner beast, though. But now the concoction does land with the thicket to follow. You're not going to be able to find your way out of this maze, Visage.
Dire structures are fortified.
You know, the pain of Bounty Hunter is not being felt anymore. Under the tier 1 bottom, though, Fade will fall. Yopaj getting the kill, joining his Morphling here on the bottom side of the map, but RCY also trying to claim a life. 3 potential bounties in front of him. A nice Delta split from Shopify, though renewing the magnetize, the stomp from the Hellbear Smasher, putting out a lot of damage, but the CM does die. Puck will eventually fall to Apex Genesis, but only after Earth Spirit himself falls, and Speed has got the life drain, though it's interrupted by the blast, the adaptive strike. Not gonna find a kill just yet. Gonna have life drain off cooldown again, and Bounty Hunter falls to Fade. Thirsty for revenge, throws the axes, but a timely waveform from Tomato gets him out of dodge.
This is a lot of space for Alchemist. This is quite a bit for old Amson up here in the top lane. They do see him on this ward that's still there, so they know what he's doing. They know what he's up to, but still, a really, really good sort of share of events there for Apex. And yeah, Amaterasu, he does have those drums completed with the birds up as well, so he's going to start able to plinking away.
Yeah, double null, drums, full wand. The spam is going to come out.
Yeah.
And we see the rotation, Invis rune on Yopaj. Spot out the Virtuous Gale and Yamson, all but revealed by his neutral item. See a TP coming out from the Dark Willow might be enough to make a bit of a difference here. The coil used will not be popped. It doesn't take a damage or a stun, and Hellscream has arrived. No track available yet, but a stun will be available off the invis. A little bit of damage from the Janata proc. Some gold stolen, but ultimately, Apex buying a lot of time for the Alchemist to get out. You sacrifice your Dark Willow, but it's the better play.
Middle tower is under
Yep.
attack.
Yeah, Yamson continues to farm. He's all hunky-dory. Very happy with that.
Dire's
Some of you may have to die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yes. Yes,
Right.
exactly. That is every carry's dream. Are you kidding me? That is absolutely what they think.
Okay. Also, top side of the map,
Radiant's bottom tower
Tier 1
is
likely to
under
go
attack.
down for the Dire. Bounty Hunter is doing some nice scouting, stealing some XP. Does he steal the gold there with the Shuriken pass-through?
He would, yeah, if it hits the creeps, yeah.
Damn. Really annoying play coming out from the Bounty Hunter. Bottom side of the map, however, RCY speed doubling up, find a nice little stack in the jungle. And the aggression that Shopify had on the top side of the map against that tower is replicated by a solo fade. The Beastmaster just able to put that much pressure on
Radiant's
it by
bottom
himself.
tower is under attack.
They gotta kill Fade here. They're bringing in the heroes. They have to. They need this.
They're bringing in the heroes, they're bringing in the heat. The roar comes out, buying a little bit of time, but it's not going to be enough for Fade to make the escape. He's still just outside of the tower. The Beastmaster falls with a large bounty. About 700 gold, a little under 700, going the way of Shopify.
It's gonna be pretty big for Apex, though. They're running into an engagement with a DD rune on RCY.
Is under attack.
Yeah, they see that and immediately retreat on Shopify. That'd be way too much damage on this Earth Spirit to take a 3-on-3.
Yeah, he's got 7 remnants available as well, so he
Yeah.
can just keep that magnetize going for so long. Also, close quarters fight like that, you're not needing your remnants to accelerate or increase the distance of the boulder either. Could have been a really devastating fight for them.
Up they go, or down they go. They're going somewhere. RCY is smoked out with Bignum.
Yeah, they're going to make
As
a play around the
Fade-
blade mail timing.
Dude, that's a lot of
Our-
stacks. Holy cow.
It is, yeah. Fade's going to stay off by himself, but they have found the Crystal Maiden. Both teams looking for an opening, but Apex Genesis is going to find the more generous one. It's just the Crystal Maiden, though. This is good time for Fade to farm these stacks, though.
Fade's so happy that his
Yeah.
team just did that. That is, yeah. You go make a play on the opposite side of the map for whoever's farming the most, or whoever's farming the most important objective. Whether it be a tower, like if Pugna's blasting a tower, go find something on the opposite side of the map. Beast is farming Ancients, go find something opposite side. Same thing with Alk. Every time that Alk starts farming top, they want to make a move mid or bottom. And we see Shopify. They're kind of reading that. They see the Alk because he's been tracked by Hellscream. So they're going to immediately start heading up towards this area. Apex should know, though. They've got to have their TPs ready.
Right, you gotta realize your Alk is tracked. He has to dispel in one with the Chemical Rage. Might have to pop it here. He's got a big wand charge coming up. The 10 used. He's not gonna be able to use the Lotus, and the Terrorize landing just a little too late, but perhaps revenge is on the menu for Apex as the Maiden falls. Visage soon to follow. Can they find more? Yopaj TPing out, and the other members of Shopify have escaped.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm
Gosh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think that's
steal the
good
speed
for
tech. No,
Apex.
it's not. Well, it's not good for Shopify, in my opinion, actually. I
Okay.
know
Talk
that I know
more
that
on
you
that for
lose
us.
the Alk. Yeah, I know you lose the Alk, but you're also stemming this Visage and this Bounty Hunter, right? They need to be, at this point, continuing to snowball. And every time you kill this Visage, the worse off it is for him.
Yeah, we're gonna see a fight here with the Aghanims flying out to the Beastmaster. We'll start just a little early. The alchemical concoction is disjointed. The puck kit is just too strong. Yamson absorbing this bottom lane. Gonna see Ags finish on Beastmaster. Traditionally, this has been a comfortable time for most rosters to take Roshan. I think Shopify are still too close into this game for that to be a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't not show your heroes on the map for that long. Beast can do it with a +2, like if you bring both your supports, should be able to be done. Maybe you drop an acid spray in there and then just, screw off somewhere else.
Are you telling people to drop acid, Mr. Crasheroni?
Lightly, yes.
Only
just a
if
light
you're
amount.
a qualified alchemist.
Yes. If you have a need to alchemize gold, then yes, I'm speaking to you.
You know why Razzle was put into jail, by the way?
No.
He tried to turn an entire mountain to gold, and the environmental fallout was so bad that he was punished by jail time.
I feel like he should be punished by more than just jail time at that point.
Yeah, he broke out. You know, he probably had a
Yeah.
life sentence. Oh, all right. Arcane Rune denied by the familiar fade. Thought he had time to pass by. Oh, crash. Bottom side of the map, they found the Alchemist farming. Hellscream doing a light bit of scouting. Though Shopify not really in the neighborhood to make the jump. Pressure on the tower with this catapult. Speed, if you survive this, you are a god. Okay. Apex. Bring the heroes, but Yopaj just TPs away.
Dire are scanning.
Simply put. I do not think Skem is going to have the same luck, though. Life Drain after the Rolling Boulder comes in. Damage being done. The Frostbite. Oh, the Blade Mail. So he Blade Mails to try to get the kill off the Frostbite damage, but it's just not enough.
Good try. You know,
Yeah, good
Speed
try.
is notorious
effort.
this series for stealing kills. Dude,
Confirming.
Scream's courier has died with these the damn little seeds on them. Twice now. Twice in a row I've seen these seeds pop up on the side of my screen on a dead courier. What?
Love that.
Tier
Daily
2s
seed.
are up and Hellscream's trying to get his tier 1 still.
What are these arrows being drawn? They want to shove lanes super hard. I think Tomato says, guys, I cannot fight yet. I need Manta. And we see the Bounty Hunter perhaps being sacrificed here. The duo of the Earth Spirit. Pugna.
Dire's
Enough to bring him down.
structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower
This
is under attack.
could maybe. If you see Morphling appear on the bottom side of the map, this might open up Roche in mid lane.
Oh, but what about
They
this
kill
Visage
off
here in the mid lane?
Visage. This is another one. Where all these little things, all these little kills are gonna make Shopify want to not take a Roche fight.
Yeah. They do find the Earth Spirit on the top side of the map. Morphling Pugna. Or Morphling Puck,
Yep.
rather. A lot of
Pugna
damage.
was there
you know.
too. Pugna was there too. Don't count him out.
Tower is under
He didn't
attack.
do anything to help.
No. No, he definitely didn't. I don't even think I saw Life Drain come out, but hey. He tried.
Yeah. Would love to see a Roshan attempt happen, especially while this Morphling is just now kind of catching up and coming online.
Yeah.
Perhaps they want to fight. You know, Primal Roar is going to be back in about 30 seconds. I think there's a Blink Dagger finished for this Beastmaster somewhere as well, wherever his courier might be. Yeah, it's flying out now. Yeah.
And that's going to pair up nicely with the eventual Alk Blink. But he's going to go BKB first because he realizes that Shopify, they're getting to a point where their timings are going to be hit here. Uh-oh. Look who's coming through the gate. No! Tomato!
Oh,
gate to his own
no.
death.
He's found some friends on the other roster. The Morphling, you've done so well staying out of trouble for the past, 10, 15 minutes. But it's all starting to break apart here. First the Morphling, now the Maiden. What's going to happen next?
Hopefully Roche. 1920. Time-wise.
Oh, yeah, there's the
means
TP.
Roshan will be heading bottom, yeah.
Fate
He'll push out
TPs.
lane. Yeah, he's just going to go push out this lane and then come back through the
Dire's
gate.
middle tower is under attack.
Is he?
He should. I
Scouting
would hope
position.
so.
He's taking his time.
Radiant are scanning.
Go take Roche. Go.
It's going to flip-flop in 30 seconds. This wave is fine.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, but the rest of the
action.
team is dispersed and left and gone elsewhere around the map.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to start his attempt here when it's going to transition side to side. It's just too clumsy,
No, but you still could have farmed Radiant Jungle plus Dire Ancients, right? There's places you can farm, still leave you
Oh,
close
they are
by.
farming some heroes mid.
They are.
Magnetize coming, and Yopaj gets rolled on by RCY, being healed up by Speed. A double kill for the Earth Spirit. Hell of a Magnetize coming out with that amplified damage rune. Yeah, no pipe. So
Soon.
Shopify really gonna be just brutalized by this Earth Spirit until it is done.
Well, good news. Wait, there it
Good
is.
news. Hey!
Just wait for it.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah,
Soon,
yeah.
TM.
Yes,
Yamato.
Valve time.
Yeah. All right, we almost had another Yamato mishap through the Twin Gate. However, this time he was only walking into one hero, so... Seeing Apex shove out bottom lane, trying to give themselves a little more vision, better map positioning on this Roshan attempt, though all of their heroes just walked through an observer in the lane planted by Shopify a few minutes ago.
And Shopify are already on the move. They're already coming. Smoked out, Skema, Amaterasu, Yopaj, they're all there.
They are not going to have Morphling, though. And we see Alchemist TP top to the Morphling while this Roshan attempt is happening. They found Tomato. Stuns are coming out here, but he's going to be able to Manta waveform out as the fight is happening. Still on the bottom side of the map. Skem gets the Crystal Nova. The freezing field is interrupted, having to move out of it, and the roar coming out onto the... Oh, the Bounty Hunter and the save from Speed with the heal from the Drums of Slalom, enough to keep Fate alive. However, Roshan swinging left, right, and Yopaj in the pit. Fate gets the Aegis of the Immortal, and RCY is back. Tomato also joining the fray, 2 dead on the side of Shopify, but okay, Tomato is able to get the Aegis. However, a respawning Beastmaster is going to spell trouble for the Morphling. Manta Style used to dodge the stun from the Curse of Crowns, coming in and the roll, going to interrupt Morphling's escape attempt with a nice boulder smash back into the Apex Genesis lineup, and Fade on a killing spree. Morphling has perished.
That was incredibly sloppy, and that fight goes to show you why you need to kill the damn Pugna. He did so much work that game all by himself. That fight, Speed, all by himself. The game's over. Speed all by himself.
Can we get a damage recap?
Engagement.
Can we get a damage recap, Bomo, real quick on the Pugna? Look at that, 5.4k damage, top hero damage done in that entire fight. Insane.
And
Insane.
The amount of and keep in mind the amount of damage Shopify did that amounted to nothing. Right, like sure they did minimal amount of damage in comparison, but any sort of damage they did to the beast got healed up by Speed. That was perfect positioning from Speed, and a big missed opportunity from Shopify. They could have come down from that angle where Speed was, but they choose to go up top instead, and they completely missed the Pugna. Completely uncontested.
The double Glimmer Cape Pavis doing a lot of work. These barriers buying so much time. See if Yopaj can buy enough time. Uses the phase shift. Gets the blink out. We'll get a nice reset here on the side of Shopify. And it's going to be a tier 2 falling here in favor of Apex, further limiting the space that this Tomato Morphling has to farm. I don't think we're going to see Tomato show up again until he has his BKB, unless it's like a super free fight.
Yeah, I would highly doubt it as mid lane.
They've done it. They've found the puck. Yopaj. It's got a bit of a hitch in his giddy up here.
Oh, he definitely does, yeah. Oh man, this has just been not the same Yopaj that we've seen previously. It just feels like he's a little bit off his game this time around, and to be fair, he is dealing with quite a few puck counters in this game. So I get it, but still, you wanted this puck. You got this puck. You have to show something for it.
Oh, they're just gonna show another death on the Bounty Hunter. You know, Apex, they're just so
dead bottom 2.
God, but we're looking at the big story here with Tomato trying to get away from Fade. The Blink Dagger, no roar for Tin. And we see Speed get in, forcing the Manta. Gonna be a free tier 1 tower. Both supports on the Radiant dead. While Tomato trying to find some space to farm absolutely anything. Will catch a wave mid. Gets into his jungle, but he will be spotted out by Speed's Observer Ward. Now this ob's been down for about almost the full duration. 6 minutes. So they've got tabs on this Morphling. Keeping him
and they know
contained.
exactly where he's going to go, too. There's very few places that Morphling can follow. And that wasn't one of them. That was not what I expected.
Crash Fade on the bottom lane. He's found the Bounty Hunter. Blinks, gets the roar. turning this immediately into a 5v4 anywhere else on the map. Perhaps, the Roar, a bit of an investment to make for a bounty hunter, but in the mid lane as well, Momo, we are putting you to work, my friend. Yamson finds Yamato. Already thrown out the concoction. We'll have another one cooking up here soon, but he's joined now by the Dark Willow and Speed. Gonna cook up another concoction, says, hey, I got something for you, but I might keep it for myself. I'm a little thirsty. The Manta dodge on the self-stun. Now a little deeper in the mid lane, they are trying to track down this pesky puck. Yopaj on the run. RCY rolling forward, gets some preliminary vision on the puck. Can he follow? Another rolling boulder. 6 remnants available. Will instead get the wave. Says it's too much net worth and too much hassle to chase.
Yeah, it's never worth chasing. Well, almost never worth chasing a puck.
It's like that's what quitters say right before they win big,
I guess. I mean, it's one of those, like, if they're on dieback and the game's almost over because of it, maybe it's worth chasing, but in this sort of situation, let the puck come to you.
And they have done just that. Fade welcoming Yopaj with open arms. A roar and a BKB used, but the puck dead for 40.
BKB wasn't even necessary. That was just to show off that he's golden and glowing.
Everyone, come look how strong I am.
Yeah. Look at all my net worth, guys.
Giant's ring, and then pop it. Look how big my hero is.
Right. Bloodlust as well.
All right. So Crash, game state kind of been busted wide open here by Apex. We see. Do you think this is a bit of a desperation smoke coming out from the
100%?
Yeah.
They're going for a wisdom rune, with 4 heroes, and they're looking for any sort of fight they can get afterwards as well, because that's where things might actually go down. Is this T2 tower, the wisdom, the tormentor? These are all objectives that eventually Apex are going to have to look towards.
And Crash, Shopify just missed a very valuable courier. The plate mail and the Shiva's recipe finished by RCY. Doesn't have... Yeah, actually that's all he needs for the entire Shiva's. And now, fight here in the bottom. The freezing field coming out. They will find the Dark Willow. And that will be all.
Okay. I mean, it's something. Fade looks like he's drawing a line for them to walk down bottom, but instead, up onto the high ground they go.
Yamson with another Manta dodge of the self-stun. Get some early damage here on the tier 3. Creep wave in the mid lane to break that backdoor protection. And yeah, Shopify continuing to play the bottom side of the map. Wisdom rune available. Maybe they're just anticipating some lonely support coming back for it.
Yeah. This is where Shopify is telling themselves someone's got to come back eventually, right? Surely.
They're like, yeah, we see Wisdom rune. You guys see that? We see a tier 3 tower. The Pavis, the life drain, the magic damage mitigation of the life drain with the Glimmer Cape self-applied, and a free tier 3 tower here. And Apex, they're not splitting their approach too heavily. Beastmaster concentrating back on the top side. Concoction out on the Visage, buying time. Frostbite holding Yamson in place here. He might have gotten in just a little too deep. Another Frostbite. Oh my god, this is starting. The duration is like half of the cooldown. So you were just going to step in it over and over here.
Yeah.
But a full lane of barracks down for Apex.
I don't think you can fight if you're Shopify. You maybe even let another lane go.
Yeah.
It's going to feel really bad, but there's nothing that really makes this game feel too much better.
Right. It's either you let it go or you fight, lose it, and give them more while you have less.
Yeah.
You're just taking your medicine here, honestly, and it doesn't taste good.
No, it doesn't. I mean, this might be one of the situations where you just don't even save for buyback either.
Yeah, right? Morphing's back in the base.
Strongest ones. Yeah, this is where they can fight.
Okay, Roar onto the Crystal Maiden, just trying to immediately turn the fight in their favor. BKB damage from Tomato coming out heavily here. Goes back in. They need a kill off of this buyback of the Crystal Maiden. So impactful, right? And they catch absolutely no one. Even losing their bounty hunter to the vessel? No. How did he die?
He died to magnetize plus walking into a bramble.
Oh my god. That's so tilting.
yeah.
I knew the Magnetize was rolling on him, but I didn't know the Bramble Patch had just lasted that long. Unreal.
Brambles are a little ridiculous. They last for what? What was this? 12 seconds. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever tried to pick out briars from your clothing after you've been outside?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know why they last
very
so long.
annoying. Yeah.
More appropriate.
Yes.
Bounty.
All right, smoke out. Roshan will be up soon. This is desperation from Shopify. 20 seconds until your BKB on Morphling. Apex BKBs are down as well. Same timer as the Morphs.
No rush.
Oh,
No
there we
rush
go.
spawning
Okay.
for a minute.
Yamato had his Vlad's in his backpack, and I was very worried for a moment.
Yeah. Not the best place for it.
No.
And we're going to see the finishing of the Conda straight into Divine
Good.
for Tomato.
It was
I'm gonna
very
put it
cool.
on the line.
You have to, yeah. Like
Shopify
I wouldn't even
threatening
skip
high
all
ground
that.
here.
Cool.
Unreal. I mean, this is great play from Shopify. They know that Apex, they're scouting the Roshan, so they get a free tier 3 out of it. Let's see if they can get a clean escape here. Crystal Maiden, spotted out, glimmered up, but revealed as it expires. You lose your Maiden right off rip. That is a dieback, so no respawn on her for 70 seconds. A lengthy timer setting up potential fight in the future for Apex.
I think you're okay with that, all things considering. I think Sam did a really good job there tanking that gank. Because otherwise, those 5 heroes come barreling into the rest of you, and that might not be a fight that you win.
Yeah, agreed, my friend. Roshan has respawn, bottom side of the map. Gonna be Aegis and Banner. Do you just go for it here if you're Apex? Are you afraid of anything? Oh,
Not really.
The Visage Familiars crash. They're keeping mid lane pushed in for Shopify. How annoying.
This is actually very annoying. Because eventually, these racks will get taken. Roshan will die first. So I'm not too sure anything really comes up of this, but a pretty cool tech.
Yeah, and Brash, Momo, can we actually take a look at the top side of the map? Oh, perfect. You're already there, my friend. Yopaj getting out successfully. Just the Willow and the Earth Spirit were up there to try to pick off this puck. Honda finished on the Morphling. You know,
I want to
gives you a
see
little
this
bit of
divine so
confidence.
bad.
You just want to see violence, man. You want to see someone explode. And,
A little bit, yeah. Especially if it's like an Alchemist. Oh man, how satisfying would that be?
Right. Oof. I mean, Alchemist Hater Club, rise up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you've hit
Okay.
a really good timing on the motto here. Like, you've gotten past the point in which Alk is just running down your buildings, killing you. But you've hit this 20 timing.
Oh, they found him!
Sentry!
Revealed, and Agi morphed. Gonna have to pop the BKB. The gap close is available from Apex, though. The BKB TP not gonna have the damage to kill him prior to exit. However, your Morphling now does not have BKB for the next fight, and the kickback on the Bounty Hunter gonna eliminate the vision advantage that you might have had on this next defense. Apex looking good here, charging up the ramp, though. Soul Assumption with the reflected by the Lotus Orb, and he's already got the full charges back.
That's pretty funny, actually. I didn't think about that interaction.
Yeah. Spin it right back at him. Like, double it
Yeah.
and give it to the next person, right?
Yeah, right. And then send it back again to the Lotus Orb so you can get it back. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All
All right. Primal Roar already off cooldown again, Crash.
Very cool and fun ability. Yeah, Primal Roar, very nice.
Oh, I love it. As a Beastmaster player myself, big fan. They're trying to maybe bait out somebody here, and the trap has been set and sprung. BKB used, but it's not enough. Speed is unstoppable as Apex continue their onslaught. Visage is able to go into a stone form and regen up. You lose your Crystal Maiden in the meantime. And now, undaunted with the Aegis on the Beastmaster, they charge under the tier 4s. Friends, you still got a tier 3 to worry about. The buyback on the Visage might be enough with that Soul Assumption spread out. Hits 3 targets. This could be vital in the possibility of high ground defense. Aegis is eliminated on the Beastmaster, respawning. Gonna continue their assault here on the melee barracks. Pop the Lincolns on the puck. And this is gonna be a Rax to fall. Looking to transition their assault to the mid lane. Apex gonna have to wait out the fortification split. Tower shot onto 5 more targets here. And we see Speed get a little bit of a health and mana top off to his mid laner. RCY looking for the best opportunity to go in, but they're baiting with Yamsun here. You still have your Manta BKB available. Chemical Concoction popped up. Roar coming out onto the Maiden here. They are just looking to turn the odds in their favor. This is a numbers game. And Apex, they are counting on a dub here. As the third lane of Rax falls and a clean escape. Clean reset made as Bounty limited in his approach by the Bramble Mace.
Why would you... I have to throw you back to the very beginning of that. Why would you bait with your Morphling without buyback? Why is that the hero that you dangle out front? Like hitting an Observer Ward that you literally just watched them place.
Yep.
That was one of the worst decisions I think that could have been made in this entire series. Was that
I think it's a
moment
lack of
right
respect,
there.
Crash. I think it's a lack of respect. They didn't anticipate the level of aggression from Apex. They think, you know what, this is Apex. It's our little bro. He's not going to hit me. Oh my god, he just hit me. Yeah.
Oh my god, he's hit me and he's telling mom that I hit him. it's no wins.
Right. That's not fair. I'm not here to play fair.
Yeah, right.
And it's a fight, and I'm using my teeth. That's what Apex say. And speaking of teeth, this Beastmaster, a refresher orb. 1 roar, been a big problem. 2 roars, gonna be an even bigger one. We already see Fade preemptively switches treads to intelligence. Mana gonna be a limiting factor in the double roar play, especially with Lotus and BKB wanting to be cast. We see 1 roar coming out. Axe is thrown, holding the BKB charge, but man, the supports are just getting eliminated. Second roar popped off. CM gonna fall eventually. Buyback on the bounty, but you lose your Visage. Double buyback on the supports. Now, Fade, have you overstepped your boundary? I think the answer is no here. As Pugna gets forced out to the low ground, BKB used on RCY will roll to the low ground. Reassessing, and now striking again. They're back in on the Bounty Hunter. Gonna be a dieback on him and Skem CM as well. 2 heroes remaining. Will they be able to make a stand? Yamsun pops the Concoction, throws it back at the Morphling. And they found the puck. The Havoc Hammer pulling him back in, doing a little bit of damage in the meantime. And Yopaj, Tomato, the last 2 remaining. All of the auxiliary structures have fallen. So nothing left to absorb these hits for your tier 4s.
Apex are feeling themselves right now, as they should be. There's no reason for them to leave this area. There's only 2 of them alive. Go right back in, kill them more. If you've got the Primal Roar up again.
Level 25, minus 30 second cooldown on Primal Roar. You just let Yamsun hit.
Yeah.
And just dare them to make a move. This is Apex Genesis' game to seal away right here, turning it to a 1-1 in the series. Yopaj calls GG. Apex, the younger brother, finally wins a fight, and we're going to a game 3.
That game lasted longer than any sort of hero. You just sort of have to go in on Tusk and or Pango and hope for the best. And Monkey, you gotta wait. You're gonna have to big chill if you're Yamsun in these fights. You can't be the one that gets initiated on. Or like lassoed, for heaven's sake. Fight is over if you get like flame breaks or lassoed out of your arena, your little Wukongs.
Yeah.
Oh, he went Wukong's Faithful at the very end there. He did switch it up. So we will have ways of getting back into Wukong's. Okay. Because he had Simeon Stride originally. This is new.
Do you think he's trying to play some mind games? Make the enemies
maybe
think that he had the Stride and change it at the last second?
Yeah, it could be.
And the webs are down early. Gonna have enough time to get some of them respawned in 27-second recharge time. This allows you to posture for the bounty runes without getting punished
30
too heavily.
seconds to battle.
Apex love
Scam-
these late smokes.
They do. It's been consistent across all 3 games today.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, maybe even their early 2 games.
Yeah,
Didn't have
maybe.
the pleasure of watching them, unfortunately.
But it looks like
not gonna
Shopify
find
know. Like, yeah, look how aware Shopify are of this movement. We saw Matrasu also earlier try to run into the mid lane and break the initial smoke. Almost got it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 2 for 2, Break of Dawn. Listen, here's my my hot gamer take here. If Break of Dawn hurts your eyes, you need to go outside. I realized like the first time I played Dawn, and my eyes hurt when I saw the Break of Dawn. I went, okay, I need to turn off Dota and go outside immediately.
I need to look at something that's not a screen.
Yeah, I need to go stare at the sun for a little bit and feel a little bit better about myself.
Get some vitamin D straight into your eyeball.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Tomato starting off the 9, right off rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Off
Acting
they go.
used into the Starbreaker. The mana getting quite low on Tomato already.
Has been killed.
Fade does lose his courier scam. Taking the opportunity and sniping that. But Big Number
Nah.
will get a delivery.
Oh, man. Dude, they just do that again in 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Tango's ticking. You got a blood grenade this time as well. Spells are ready. Level 2 would be nice, but looks like they're even here. So it's you might not necessarily have your level 2 beforehand. Okay. Nature's Attendance used, but we are in the mid lane. Taking a look here, Yilposh versus RCY, 5 and 2 to the 3 and 1. This is a fairly decent matchup. You've got a little way to get a damage shield and go in, get out with a swashbuckle. Not too punishing as the Pango, but the supports are duking it out on the bottom side here. Hellscream versus Speed. Level 2 on the Pugna already.
He's gonna hold this point here too. Same thing like last game. Right, like you can get Netherward and trade effectively, or you get Decrep and save your heroes. Those are pretty much the 2 choices you have. Because there's no full-on aggression play with Decrep. Right, it's like what, 20%? Yeah, 20% spell amp. It's nothing really.
Yeah, you're not really getting anything from your Monkey King either.
Mm-hmm. You're griefing him, if anything.
Exactly. Maybe if he has a point in Primal Spring, you get a little bit of extra damage from that, but the timing has got to be perfect. Alright, team is playing patiently here. The start of game 3, no first blood yet. The caster curse has been uttered.
Yep.
Let's see who gives it up.
Hopefully
Yilposh
not in this
only.
mid lane. Either of these 2 heroes, if they die first blood, could be the snowball effect that ruins their lanes. Damson.
I admire your zeal.
Ooh.
Crep should be fine for now. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, bottom side, Yamson gonna have to eat a tree tango. Who put that tree down? Did he put his own down? I think
did,
to get
he
the double
did.
duration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, that's tough. No regen available now on either hero. And Courier's just now leaving base. Got a salve on Yamson's Courier. No tangos on speeds though. And my friend, you're not gonna have life drain for a while. You better bring out some regen for your carry.
Yeah, he's got tangos queued up. But the only problem is he's gonna get them from that creep that he just killed, the range creep. But he's gonna have to wait for his courier to go all the way here, all the way back, and then all the way back. He's gonna hell and back and back to hell and back again. And at that point, the courier, like, it's flying. You're level 4.5, almost 5. You're like, okay, like, what was the point of these tangos again?
True. Yeah, playing maybe just off of building some stick charges, getting some regen from the tower. The banner creep has passed, so that is spent. But top side of the map, got level 3 on Skem and Tomato. Radiant falling behind just now, getting level 3. Salve used on Big Num. Maybe they're looking for a go. Tusk holding a point here. Good shot.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just go for Skem right there. Skem was up way too far. And Fade was in the area too, so it was a little awkward. Once again, maybe a little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah. They used tag team to get some damage on the creep there.
Okay.
And the second point in tag team as well. 21-second cooldown, so not like monumental, you know? But a bit of a question mark still, all the same. All right, Snowball on to D'Amato. Tag team used, but the Gorgon's Grasp hits both of them somehow, and the wand restoring D'Amato back to fighting form. They lose the Enchantress, surprisingly enough. Big Num getting low, we'll have to dip out a little bit. 13 charges on Fade's wand, and Yamato is forced back under the tower. Big win for Shopify, or Apex getting first blood here.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Yamato, he's going to hopefully, yeah, he's got some mangoes maybe. Hopefully. Clarity. Oh, Fade's already here. Yamato, that Clarity's not going to do anything for you.
Oh no, not gonna be able to get it off there. Gonna die on your Medusa, second death in the game. Might get a return kill here on Big Num. Flame Break doing a little bit of damage over time, but not enough to bring him down. Hellscream instead going for the Dawnbreaker. 3 stacks of the Napalm, and Big Num trying to come in and say, hey, no, get me instead. No way, Fate goes back in on this. This is insane. The rotation from Yamsun, the Twin Gate usage, nighttime, limiting the vision. Beautiful play from Apex.
No one expects the level 4 Monkey King to go gank. That's insane.
Yamsun.
Oh, well done. Either way.
Love seeing him back on the carry. And
I
Crash,
love these active carries, dude. Playing like this, it makes my heart sing.
Yeah. And Crash, something that we hadn't really spoke about. Apex, I believe they've had a bit of a roster shuffle coming back up. Sammy Boy, right, was on the roster when they were at PGL Wallachia, but now Yamsun back on the carry. Sammy Boy out. Bit of a shakeup here. It looks like it might be working out for Apex. Figuring some things out.
Yeah. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, they're 3 kills up against Shopify, 1K lead as well. Their
Right,
draft is sort of hitting the marks.
I don't want the Monkey King carry to work out, but if it's Yamsun that wins, I'm a fan. Oh,
Yeah, right.
Bottom lane. Okay, Big Num, Hellscream get their Wisdom Runes. Yamsun fought all the way back under his tower. Insatiable Hunger versus Jingu Mastery. Who wins? What are your bets on there?
That's a good question, actually. Jingu bonus damage 75, baseline 40%.
Oh, and the Rolling Thunder coming out from RCY top, making a timely rotation. Big Num on the Medusa, no mana left, and Yopaj just really not doing anything to save the Medusa, throwing his body on the line, but it might be a sacrifice in vain. Celestial Hammer coming in, the slow and the burn. Okay, we'll get a kill on to the Tusk, and the Ghost Walk buying a little bit of time. This is a friendly sentry though, so no reveal. And
He just killed the enemy sentry. He just killed it.
Hell yeah. Heads up play coming from Yopaj. Goes through the Twin Gate, makes his escape, maybe look to join his comrades here, pushing this bottom tower. Now, Shopify gonna lose it. Where is the Brood? Taking an ancient step?
Killing speed. Well, there was a Puggy there too, so yeah. Not sure what speed was doing there, but
Yeah. What the hell?
the chase speed up from the Lotus Pool. Oh, a little bit of misplay there.
Yamsun getting gone on here by Yopaj and Hellscream. You know, Yopaj got out almost full health thanks to Quaswex. Why not? Top side of the map, they found Skem. Fate, of course, had the haste rune. Spawned at 8 minutes. They just chased down the Enchantress. Maybe not going to get this Warpine Raider 1200 HP, hard target to get. Tomato kind of just relegated back to his own jungle.
I love that Big Num has stayed in this lane and just making this Medusa's life hell. It is such a good play, such the right play to make. And Yamato might just die again.
Yeah, a nice tornado, gonna buy some time here. EMP to follow. Snowball will get Big Num out of immediate danger. However, the cold snap with the flame break and the right clicks from Yamato simply enough to bring down the Tusk.
Good rotation.
5.
Good
Yeah,
rotation. They even, I don't know if you caught that. They used the Warpine Raider to drag this double creep wave over towards the Medusa and ended up farming
Hell
with
yeah.
this attack. Yopaj helped as well. That was a pretty
Hell yeah.
cheeky little play they made there.
Yeah, Skem, great support player, always looking to enable his team, enable his cores. However, that observer ward that Apex were able to place prior to that little skirmish might pay off here in the coming minutes, as we probably expect to see Medusa make these farming patterns through her own jungle. Apex could be in a better spot to capitalize on that later. But speaking of capitalization, Rolling Thunder pump faked, cold snap into the EMP with the shards, limiting Yopaj's escape, though he's got quite a few allies. Dawnbreaker giving vision to her allies with the Break of Dawn. And Shopify Rebellion's plans unveiled.
I think...
Tip.
What a weird tip. That's so weird. One of the things I think that makes Dawn, back to a lot earlier of a conversation, one of the things that I think makes Dawn really good as well is this innate. You know, people were like, oh, this innate sucks, blah, 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 it's one of the worst in the game. Legitimately, I heard people saying that when
My eyes!
came out. Yeah, that too. That was mostly me. But it makes you have to change where you're playing on the map every time day hits, right?
You gotta be mindful of your timers.
Yeah, exactly.
Radiant's top tower is under
All
attack.
right.
I like it a
Mindfulness.
lot.
Push is coming to shove here on the top side of the map. He's got a catapult, a Medusa, and the Medusa has buggered off. But the Centaur putting some damage into your tier 1 tower. Apex shuffling some resources topside. Want to meet the aggression of the Dire. They have found Skim. Sprites are out.
Nice.
Healing and the shards! Gonna really prevent your chase here with the warp, with the Wild Wing Ripper. Hurricaning yourself over it. Free Force Staff. Beautiful.
Yeah. Very, very well done by Scam.
Scam God.
Hey. I know you don't like this Monkey King. I know I don't like this Monkey King. What do you think about Battle Fury on Monkey King?
I don't think of it at all, Crash.
Perfect.
Radiant's
That's my
top
opinion
tower
on it
is
as
under
well.
attack.
I really
Yeah.
don't care for the item on the hero. Is Gleipnir much better? Maybe not. I don't think anything feels too good on that hero, though.
No, the Gleipnir would be a nice catch for the Medusa, but let's take a look down here, bottom at Fade. Lasso coming out, and the Amaterasu gonna get the kill. Spiders and this infectious bite would be enough.
Bignum could have saved there, actually, but didn't have mana for Snowball. But had a
now-
wand charge. So, I don't know.
Man. Okay, speed in danger. Uses the decrep, puts down the ward. The ward does go out, but he gets enough lifesteal, and now we're going to see the Snowball save. But might just be putting him more in harm's way here. Tornado interrupting any plans off Rip and Skem. Now joining the fray as allies on Shopify Rebellion. Looking to claim another kill on that. Cumulatively, 3 dead. Of course, Fate is respawned. And Tusk yelling, drawing, says, do not go here. Vision,
This is
vision,
a no-go
vision.
zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
And he's right. They do. Look at this bottom jungle area. The Radiant jungle is covered up with sentries, with observers. This is Shopify's home now.
Yeah.
Which is
You
exactly
live
what
with the
Broodmother
spider.
wants, right?
Exactly.
Radiant's
Speaking of
middle
what
tower
Broodmother
is
wants,
under
Broodmother
attack.
gets keeping this bottom wave pushed in all the way up to the tower, eliminating any wave vision that would be pushing out, granted to Apex. She's getting close to that Orchid. No snowball saves, no quick rolls away from here.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah,
under
it's a
attack.
pretty damning item, especially like, okay. In contrast to Dawnbreaker getting a Orchid, it's not being met, like the Orchid from the previous game. It's not being met with sort of item timings that are like, you know, Yules or Mantas or BKBs. None of that is anywhere in sight for Apex. Any one of them.
They
They're
simply
not
don't have the
building
flash
that.
farm capabilities.
No.
Under attack.
So getting this early Orchid actually like really helps and changes the way this game is meant to be played.
You put it beautifully, Crash.
Are scanning.
Apex are gonna need to find an answer. I think the power of friendship might be the only one that they have.
Attack.
Yeah, 14-minute Orchid completed. And now we see a Water Rune dug up and bottled by RCY. He eats a full EMP. And the Amazon level 8, contrasted by the level 11 Medusa, played by Tomato here. Oh, the difference is tough, man. 5 level different between Shopify and Apex. We're seeing Shopify maybe emerge here in game 3. Well, with the Solar Guardian onto Yamato. They found the Medusa. They get the stuns. Stonegate's doing a lot of work for this Medusa. Actually loses a little bit of mana to the Netherward. Gets out of reach here and will fall. Apex have done it. They've brought down second net worth in the game. Of course, that Broodmother not going to give up the throne too easily. Big Num still on Yopaj here. The persistence is crazy.
There's that miscommunication again, though. Big Num charges in alone. If anyone from Shopify was there, the Big Num's dead. But because it was just Invoker, and Big Num maybe realized that, maybe didn't, I don't know, but you gotta go in there. If your team says go, just do it. Just get the results.
Oh, and they're gonna find Fade here, bottom. 3 heroes nearby. Flame Break will put him in range for the lasso, dragging him back into hell. Back again, a Centaur, Hoof Stomp to follow up, and Broodmother, of course, putting in the requisite damage. Fade goes down. And now lines are drawn. Shopify objective gamers here. They've shrunk the map. They want to shrink this tower control that Apex has.
BKB will just be the next item for Brood Mama. And they've caught speed here, too.
Oh, big Walrus Punch, but ultimately not doing a lot. Gonna recover the HP, get a kill on the Pugna, and continue your efforts, though expiring by the hair on his chinny chin chin. This Kobold from Snowbolt will survive.
Small tornado issues, what can you do?
Valve plays fix.
Yeah, because we need bigger tornadoes. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I mean, with climate change, bigger tornadoes certainly inbound, and you can experience them too. Yeah, I mean, it's an always evolving game. The weather terrain, right?
The river starts shrinking.
Oh no, dude, it's too real. I can't, bro. Yeah. Oh, RCY does TP out. Now Fade leading the charge here. Amaterasu able to get to the low ground over the webbing. Big punch onto Skem, but the snowball onto the Broodmother may spell doom. Finally, we'll see a Solar Guardian landing with the continued stuns of RCY rolling through. A beautiful shards cast by Big Num and Wukong's command. Ultimately not going to do a lot. Perhaps zoning, preventing the Bat Rider from coming into the circle. It's a safety dance, a circle dance, and now finally, pesky Enchantress has died. I would love to see eventually after this fight how much healing she did. It seemed like she just survived forever.
If literally anyone from Shopify were there to back them up, that fight changes. Especially if it's Medusa. Even with just a Manta style, you're still a force to be reckoned with, and you command respect.
Oh, Crash, they're going again. They're going again. You need to snowball now. Help him, save him, somebody. Give him a life train. No! The Pugna falls, but you might get the Bat Rider in return. The shards onto Yopaj containing him, but you are burning to death. And that Virtuous Gale, not green enough. Maybe greener pastures lie in Excelsior. Oh, no Orchid Flex onto Fade. Dawnbreaker, no Dispel, no escape. No mercy from Shopify. 3 dead for Apex.
But look what those 4 heroes did. All of a sudden, there's 4 of them, and they can win a fight. It's almost like you can't win like 2v3s, 2v4s. I know, bonkers crazy. But it's true, it turns out.
Yep, 3, 4, both greater than 2.
Yes, it's true. You know what? North American education system, I don't think anyone in this lobby did.
It's not failed me yet today. I'll say that.
Oof. It's failed me. Especially the math part. Oh, boy.
Given I've not really been pressed on too many difficult issues today, but,
Yeah.
What can life throw at you? See a smoke of 4 from Apex. Crash, what are they hoping for here? The result from this?
Well, you've got all of your ultimates up. I think, honestly, you're happy with anything. You kind of just want to use your abilities. The more these are on cooldown, the less happy you feel. Or off cooldown, rather.
Bit of a choreographed smoke, though, right?
Yeah.
This wave dying under tower. The hair on the back of Shopify's neck certainly raised. Ping's coming out. This Broodmother. So annoying, so persistent. Giving information to both teams, though Big Num has found the big spider. Will he walk into the lair of the arachnid? Yes, no, choose your own adventure. BKB finished. And now Hellscream revealing the blink finds RCY. Solar Guardian coming in, the decrep. Gonna amplify that heal. Will he be able to get out? No! The silence from the Orchid will seal his fate. No Rolling Thunder today. And speed might be soon to follow. Nice decrep, buying some time from the Broodmother, but Yopaj dominating, gets a kill on the Tusk, and now Fade. Can you get out? Swing that hammer and walk right into the Sunstrike. You got no sunscreen, my friend. And I've seen Fade IRL, he's a pale boy. He needs that SPF 50.
Wow, that was, I can't believe you just called him out like that. Oh, Yopaj, so close!
Ooh,
got him.
old chicken Mr. Yamsun dodges the tornado. Gonna put down the Wukong. Go for a return kill, and the monkey statues might do it. Disarm, pushes him out, and it's not gonna go back in. TP is available in 1 second. Gets to a tree. Does he stay? Does he go? He goes back in. Gets back up to the tree, and Big Num takes a twin gate. Joining his buddy, his brother-in-arms, his good time pal, looking for a kill. But Shopify, you know, they're like, we're low, we're ahead. Let's not give them any chance at a comeback. Good discipline.
We've pushed too long. There's clearly people coming. Get out of there. Yeah.
It's like you're pushing the limit. You look at your friend. You're like, should we do this? They're like, nah.
Yeah.
Okay. When the good idea goblin comes to town.
We don't like that goblin though. That's the boring goblin. We want his more cooler, hip friend, the bad ideas goblin.
Ah. I thought you were gonna have some alliteration example.
Oh,
Up
heavens
for his
no.
crash. I'm disappointed.
No, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Just like I'm disappointed. The Fade dead off the map for 30.
Yeah.
Wants that BKB, dude. Needs that BKB for the silence dispel. Maybe you would settle for a shard if you make your supports buy it. You could have it, but I mean, Tusk shard, awful.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's bad, bro.
It's
like,
okay.
I'm not buying it though. You know?
No.
The only way I'm buying it is if somebody has a knife at my throat and they say, buy that shard. Or
All right,
you're
big
gonna
man.
get
Let's
it.
see what you can do, brother man. Steal that Roche.
Gonna try to be the biggest numb of them all. Masterful vision shift, showing what each team is dealing with. Roshan getting low. No. Gonna hold off.
Doesn't even try. Doesn't even try.
Little-
Just wants the
little
XP
gunshot.
from it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Too much guesswork involved, and he knows, he's like, man, I'm so close to my blink. If I die here, that sets me back again. Can't risk it.
Yeah, but that bad ideas goblin coming up again, and
Do it.
yeah.
What do you think? If I'm the bad ideas goblin, what's gonna make people listen to me more? Well, let's listen to Yamsun screams of pain here. Gets a balanced strike, a little bit of a stun on Yopaj here, but Hellscream as the blink will use it. Lasso coming out, Solar Guardian to match the aggression. Yamsun planted firmly in place. Will keep the Wukong's command, gets healed up a little bit from speed, but ultimately they want to reset. They cannot afford to stay long. Amaterasu in this area, putting down the webs and creating a nice new home for her and her spiderlings. We'll not continue towards the tier 3, so then let's get this tower first.
That brood
And a
came in
tormentor.
so quickly. Holy cow.
Dude. Spiders should not be that fast. I'm sorry.
No.
Like, come
But
on,
they are.
man.
They are. You know they are.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, do you want to know my de facto this team wants to end the game item on supports? Gem.
Gem, yeah.
That is, as soon as I see a support pick up a gem, I go, okay, they're clearly wanting to end this game. RCY, carry
They know they're in the driver's seat. The blink reveal on Big Dumb is thwarted by a tornado onto a separate target. He's caught astray, and now the Broodmother in on the back line, gonna silence up. The Pugna will not be able to get to safety. The BKB popped on. The Broodmother looking to continue the onslaught. Two supports are dead, and they have their eyes set on the big muscle mama herself dies under the tier 3. Fade's Dawnbreaker in the graveyard for 30 seconds. Shopify continuing their onslaught, breaking the second lane of racks. Didn't take the full lane top, so they will double back. Too much left on the table for them to just ignore it. And now they are daring Apex to come tango. Chip shots on the tier 4 and a full effort on the bottom lane. Beautiful Cold Snap Tornado coming out from Yopaj, interrupting RCY's potential jump. Smoke popped. Apex last ditch effort here. Your Dawnbreaker respawning, Solar Guardian in 3. What do they got to do here, Crash? What does Apex
What are they
have
doing?
to do?
Hit the racks!
They're taunting them.
This is not cool.
All right, punch with the shards. Yamsun gets a nice Wukong's down, stuns the Medusa. The Decrepify on the Tusk will buy a little bit of time here. They're on the Medusa. There's no mana left. And now we see the Solar Guardian coming in, and he lands on the Opaj, stunning the Invoker. But Fade spent his near entire toolkit, has a Starbreaker ready, but a big Blink Walrus punch, and now the Batrider kidnapping another member of the Pangolier. Dead for 40. No buyback. He does have buyback. I'm a liar. I'm a thief. I'm a scoundrel. And Yamsun looking to get back into the... Oh, no. Big Numb calls GG. They don't want to play against Megas, they say. We gave him a good fight in Game 2. Game 3 didn't go our way, obviously. The Blade Mail pickup from Medusa. Visionary. Visionary, I would...
What an awful end to the game.